We begin today, chapter 52. Chapter 52 in one word is moichen, brains. What are we out to understand? How is it that God Almighty is everywhere? There's no place yet. We speak about divine presence, being in the Holy of Holies, that there is a special place where the presence of God is. How do we understand that if He is everywhere? So we're using the metaphor of the soul the way it is, clothed within the body. It's found in three dimensions: the essence of the soul giving functionality to all the limbs of the soul, and the first place where the soul is in an undiluted, undiffused manner, manifest out of the essential, the essence of the soul, that it's manifest, and that is in the brain. So that metaphor we use towards God to understand how God is found within the world. So He's found the essence of God is everywhere equally. There's no distinction, no such thing as a higher or lower part of creation. The more spiritual something is doesn't make it closer to the essence of God. God is everywhere equally. He is, and equally in a hidden manner. And from the hidden world, He is hidden, even from the greater spiritual worlds. And then there is the way God is found in, excuse me, the way God is found in various gradations. A higher world, lower world. Higher world means that the light of God is not as enclosed, not as many garments that are holding back the light of God. Therefore, it becomes a closer world to an awareness of godliness, not of the essence of God, but of godliness. A lower world is less aware. So you have inanimate objects of this world, much less aware of godliness than angels and souls in spiritual worlds, in the Garden of Eden, for example. Why is that? Is because the less garments that hold back the light of God that is animating those created beings, and many more garments, constrictions, that are holding back the light, and therefore you have an inanimate object of this world. But then we have, where's the undiluted and undiffused, all-encompassing manifestation of godliness, of God, of the Ein Sof. So the essence of the Ein Sof is equally everywhere, but the manifestation, so what is that manifestation? Well, God has a will. That's a manifestation. God has intelligence, Chachma Bina V'das, wisdom, understanding, knowledge. That's a manifestation. That manifestation is one with the Ein Sof, but it's a manifestation. It is a revelation. That wisdom, that intelligence, that will and intelligence, Chachma Bina V'das, Chabad, is clothed, found, revealed, or clothed in Torah and mitzvahs. So Torah and mitzvahs are divine will and divine intelligence. That is manifestation. Now, that is the full thrust, undiffused, undiluted manifestation of the Ein Sof. Now, where does that become a manifest flow of vitality that becomes the creative power that through it God creates. So that divine will and divine wisdom further vests itself in the sphere of Malchus of Atzilus. It flows through into Malchus of Atzilus. Now, just to, well, we'll explain in a moment what that means, but let's take it in human terms. The Alter Rebbe doesn't say it here, but elsewhere. So just like a human being has a will and intelligence, that will and intelligence will find manifestation, expression in speech. Malchus of Atzilus is speech. Speech is the final creative power that vests itself into created beings. Like God said, let there be light, there was light, right? And so on. But before we even get to the speech part, Malchus, the sphere of Malchus of Atzilus, so there's 4 different names that are given to it. One is Alma Disgalia, revealed world. Because what does Malchus do? What does speech do? Is reveal, right? It's also called Matronisa, which means queen. It's also called Ema Tata, the nether, the lower mother. Higher mother is Bina. The lower mother is Malchus. And it's also called Shechina, which means divine presence. Each one of these terms are in reference to Malchus of Atzilus, which again is the power of taking the brain, of the divine brain, and manifesting it in a creative process. So, let's back up. That divine brain, which is expresses itself in Torah and mitzvahs, is now funneled into Malchus, which has these 4 names. So, and a revealed world, because what is indeed happening? This is the tool or the conduit that there's a revelation of the Ein Sof. So it's called revealed world, Alma Disgalia. Also called Matronisa, the mother. I mean the matron queen. Because what does the matron queen do? She implements all of the affairs of the royal household. Right, that's the metaphor. So here is everything of the divine royalty that is being implemented through the queen. Nether mother, another term that's used, is similar to the matron queen, but where the matron queen is really more the expression of the way it is from the royal household. What is the mother? More the way it is to the family members, to the children, right? More the focus on how she takes care of, right? Feeding the children, for example, giving life. And then there is the final, Shechina. Term in the last 2 were Kabbalistic terms, or this is Shechina coming from the word shochen, the indwelling. The way the divine presence now dwells in the thing that's being created. These are the 4 names. They are a radiation of light, like a radiation from the sun. I mean, they're all the 4. They're all 4 are the same idea, just nuanced, different angle of the same idea, of bringing the Ein Sof that is completely hidden into a manifestation. So the undiluted, the undiffused manifestation is in the divine will and the divine wisdom, and then it finds expression manifest through Malchus, Atzilus, Malchus of the world of Atzilus. And through there, that becomes then where from there will come as in speech comes the various words that bring the various types of vitality in the act of creating created beings. An abstract idea. But what we're seeing now is different levels of God's presence in creation. Essence, the limited ray of light in gradations, and then the undiluted manifestation of the Ein Sof. More on this to come. Stay tuned. And what's important about this? Well, if we get a grasp on this, then we'll appreciate the various gradations and various ways that God is present in the world, in our lives, and how we can connect. More to come. Lorival, shalom. Dina from Brooklyn, shalom. Dylan from Montreal, thank you for joining. Casey Bokertov from Lake St. Louis, Missouri. And Russ, Shavua Tov to you from Boca. Thank you. Michael Ben Melech, Rachel, hello from New Jersey. Jean is with us from Alabama. Karen from LA. Adele, good morning. Kathy. Where could you read more about this specific subject? Let me see. Well, we're going to continue on this subject. We're in the middle of a thought. So stay tuned for more tomorrow, God willing. Thank you, Clem. All right, Danny from Montreal, thank you for joining. Dan from Oil City. And Stephen from Brampton, Ontario in Canada, fellow Canadian. All right, wonderful. Folks, sharing is caring. Please share the Alter Rebbe's teachings with others. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from my home in Montreal, Canada, where it's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. Have a wonderful day.